All right, we are back on the trail, and if you'll look, we have target butts with animals on them. So I'll figure out the 50-meter stuff later. I'm going to practice doing some yardage estimation because that's right now the more important part for me. So around, I'm gonna back out and we're gonna shoot a couple of these. I don't know how many butts they got up, but we'll see what happens. I will be doing a mixed bag of sear and non-sear. If I get fast, the sear slows it down. You're an idiot if you don't use every tool in your bag to do the best you can. That's legal. I'm gonna call this target about for yardage. Yeah. Probably about 26, 27. I'm gonna use my 27, 28, 29, and it's probably gonna fall high in the we'll see what happens. That was money. I'm gonna range it. I think I sunk it in the 12 room. 26 yards. 26 yards. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. See my white knock right there above that leaf. That's money. All right, on to the next target. Okay. Well, you see the circle right there. Let's see. Where'd it go? Right there. That's eat out in that code. That's where we're going to be going for the center of that. I'm going to estimate this target from here because I'm going to have to shoot right beside the camera or I'm going to be too close and be zoomed in at the same time. So I'm going to shoot this target for, let me move the camera over a little bit actually. I'm going to shoot this target for 23. Not much over that. I don't think it's 25. I'm going to do 23 yards, hold it on it. Then I'll range it at the end and we'll see what happens. Felt good. In there pretty decent. All right, let's go check it out. This is a nice little public land spot. You can hunt here. They got an archery range. Well, crap. I forgot to range it, but it had to have been close to what I said because it hit really good. That was about an inch and a half from where I was aiming at. If you call that center 11, that's still been a good 10. All right, so from where I'm standing, this is what it looks like. But what we actually have up there is a groundhog. And if you can see the, I don't know, it's kind of like the left or the right little black foot. That's what I can pick out from here. So that's what I'm going to be aiming at. This shot from this distance, we're pushing 30. I'm going to say it's probably 28 yards. So that's what I'm going to shoot it for. And then maybe if I don't forget, we'll range it and find out. All right, that's what I'm going to shoot it for, is 28. I think I nailed it. We'll walk up. I can't tell. I'm really close to it though. Really close to it. And the range was .30 yards. I was 2 yards off. Which my 28 and 29 yard crawl is the half mark under my 30 yard crawl. So let me sit this down and we'll walk over to it. Okay, get off my stick. So this is what I was shooting for, what I could see. So I was just off. Not too bad. I'll take that at 30 yards. All right, on to the next target. Oh, sky view. All right, this is what I see right here. What this actually is a coyote. And this coyote is, I'm gonna estimate it to be I'm gonna call it for about 28. And since that hole is so big that it's 8 out, we're gonna shoot for, you see that dark spot on his back leg under his tail. We're gonna shoot at that because that's about the size of a 10 ring. All right, so we'll shoot for that. Said 28, we're gonna hold 28, see what happens. Man, I'm low. I'm low. Actual yardage. I was dead nuts on the yardage. I must have had a bad hold on this thing. Let's shoot one more. That was stupid low for. I might have curled wrong, but I'm just gonna say it was a bad shot because I can't prove I curled wrong. Okay, much better. Much better. Alright, we'll walk up there. Yeah, I must have just had a bad shot. It happens. Alright, let me pull that arrow onto the next target. Alright, here we go. Target, I don't know. We have an elk. And you see that the keels on that elk is as big as a big old watermelon. So we're gonna go headshot. Let's see. What would be the size of a 10-ring? We'll go for his tail. That little kind of like upside down triangle right there on the end of his tail. That's what we'll shoot at. This shot, I'm gonna estimate the range to be, we did a lot of long ones, so I'll come a little closer on this one. We're gonna say 23, 24. Say 15 there. Yeah, it might be 22, 23. Anyway, it's my half mark between 25 and 20. All right, here we go. Let's make a good shot. Not bad. A little high. A little high. Let's range it. Twenty-one. All right, just for reference, I'm gonna hold my 20-yard crawl on that and see where it ends up with a 21-yard target. Just for reference for next week at the third leg. Perfect. All right. Well, I know now. And knowing's half the battle. See you at the next target. All right, it's gonna be a cool shot. We got a rabbit over there. And I'm going to be going for the rabbit's head. I'm gonna zoom out so you can watch my pretty form. Not really. All right, shot distance is got some tunneling through the trees, real tall grass here to pavement. I'm just gonna use my 20. I'm use my 20-yard crawl. I think it looks like 2021 maybe. I don't know. Look decent. It looks like I hit in the money. Let me put my binos on. I can't even tell from the camera. I might be a little bit low. Yeah, I missed it by about an inch. Let's shoot another one while we're zoomed in on it. First off, the range was, okay, 23. That's why it was 23. I kind of got hung up like on the last target where it was 21. 2 yards makes a difference. So we'll put the 23-yard crawl on there and break a good shot here. better. Caught some veg on that one too. Oh yeah, she's in the head on that one. Right in that jawbone. All right, we'll see you at the next target. All right, target, whatever this is. We have another gopher. All right, I'm gonna go for the head of the gopher. Somewhere around that nose area. The shot distance. The shot distance is from here definitely over 20. We're going to say 22, 23-ish. All right, we're doing it. Want that little black triangle on the nose. I think I'm in it. Like, perfect. Oh yeah, smoked it. Let's see what the distance is. $23 on the money. All right. That's what happens when you guess the right yardage. On to the next target. All right, this is why I like this place. Elevated shots at 3 different targets. Back behind there, and you got one right here. So I'm gonna get set up there and we'll be right back. All right. We got 4, not 3, but 4 targets up here. We've got one behind me. It's out there a little ways. Then we got this one right here. We got this guy and this guy over here. So we're gonna start with this one. It's a raccoon, and we're gonna go for the raccoon's head since it's 10 ring size-ish, somewhere around the eyeballs, if possible. And hopefully this will be a good practice for Nelsonville with all the terrain. Time will tell. I'm going to estimate this one. Well, I'm not going to estimate it. I've shot here enough to know that this tower that's pretty much 25 yards to that animal. So no excuses, right? Should be money. Should be money in the bank. Alright, I'm like half an inch off that right eye, which was where I was aiming at, right there on that eyeball. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, right there, like a half inch off that eyeball. So good shot. Good shot in my book. Okay, here we go. Back out. Let's see if I can set you up on this one. All right, this one here is a gopher again. They've put these paper targets up, which is okay. It's better than nothing to shoot at. So I'm gonna go for his nose, and this shot's gonna be roughly 15 yards, 16 yards, depending on where you're standing at on the thingamabopper up here. So we'll put it at 15, aiming for the nose. I nailed it. Yep, looks like I nailed her. Bottom nostril. All right, set you up on this one. All right, this one's a haul. This one's a turkey down the lane here. I'm gonna be shooting for the turkey's head. yards. It's probably the size of a small round-heart tendering, such as like the bobcat or the badger or even the turkey, or yeah, some of the turkeys. So I'm gonna aim at its head, and this target should roughly be around 32 yards. So this will be max, completely max of what we'll be shooting. So this ought to be fun. Good strong shot so far, I'm happy. All right, I'll take that. I pretty much hit him right in the base of the neck under the head. You can see that, 32 yards. So that is where it's at. So I would have been better. My normal 32 yard crawl is, you can see it, it's the, let me find it, 20, 25, 30, is that half mark, and I pulled just a little off of that mark because of the trajectory down. I always cut just a hair off shooting downhill. So if I'd have held normal, I don't guess that was enough of a downhill to matter. All right, another gopher, another headshot. This is gonna be stupid close, like 10 yards. And believe it or not, I've never shot barebow out here. Oh, you can't see it right there. All right, it's kind of hard to get this shot set up with the camera and all that. All right, here we go. Right in there. Good deal. All right, I'm gonna break down, get down to the bottom, and I'll see y'all at the next target. All right, here we are, next target. We have an elk. Again, the target faces eat up. So I'm going to shoot at the head. More right here at the eyeball, if you can see what I'm talking about. So shot distance here is going to be about 27 yards roughly. We'll range it after. Just under, about an inch, inch and a half under the eye. Let me range that. "28 yards. All right, I'm gonna shoot one more at that because that's lower than I would like that shot to be for the right yardage call. And I mean, it's not okay. After putting the binos on it, it's not bad. It wouldn't, if the center of the eyeball was the 11, that would be flirting with the bottom of the 10 line. But we can do better than that. We can do better. That's better. That's in there. Right in the eyeball. All right, see you at the next target. All right, we have a deer down there. So shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it. Right here, we're looking at about 31 yards, give or take roughly, and then I'll put an old range finder on it. Gonna shoot it in the kill zone. It looks like I can see a tennis ring down there. Dead deer. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I was hitting pretty much right where I was looking. Right there in that pocket. Let me range it. 31 yards, dead on it. My yardage estimation has really picked up. Put one more down there, and I am really tickled at where I came from at second leg or first leg until now with my yardage estimation. It's really turned on. I got the second leg and I just felt like I could see everything. Beside the other one, just a scotch lower. You can see them though when they're hidden. I'm just gonna put a couple air group up there just to make sure this longer crawl is what it is, because we don't really get to shoot it that much in competition, so we might shoot it once or twice on a course. But it's right there just over top of the first one. So pretty good group for 31 yards and a dead deer every time. So I'm gonna go over there, get my arrows, and I'll see y'all at the last target. All right, last target, and then I gotta get something to eat. I haven't eaten nothing this morning and I'm feeling it. All right, we got an 8-out wolf down there, or coyote, but if you can see that really light spot right behind the cutout right there, that's what I'm gonna be shooting at. Target's gonna be roughly 25 yards. That's what I'm gonna shoot it for anyway. That's it. That would have been a sure enough 10 or 11 ring. I'm just about half an inch over top of that, so I'll take that. I'll be right back. All right, guys, it's time to get out of here and go get some breakfast. But today went really well. This is probably going to be my last legit outside of the backyard practice before third leg. And I just wanted to come out here today and just to test the form, test the environment. We had some elevated shots, which are going to be good for third leg, and we were doing a mixed bag of non-sear shots and sear shots. And right now, the sear for me is the most consistent. I'm still working diligently hard on finding one small aspect of not running the sear, which for me is the very last part of the execution or conclusion. Um, Everything else is running well. I can hold on target. I can hold for days on target. But when it's the decision to let go, the longer I shoot this way for over the last 2 or 3 weeks, it is resulting in just a little bit of a collapse toward the end of it. And I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't have that with a sear. I don't have collapses, or none of that garbage. But anyway, still soldiering on, still trying, still working. But when it comes down to where the rubber meets the road, I will shoot my strongest shot in competition for the remainder of this year, while still working on everything else. It comes down to how strong you can be mentally while you're doing it. And if I don't bring my best performance forward these last 2 tournaments, what have I done for the year? You know what I mean? It's I know this is the long game, but I have a long off season to work on completely getting away from the sear, and I want to, because I can honestly say 100% that no sear shots, when I do them exactly right, are 100% more accurate than the ones that I run a sear with. But right now they are not as consistent, and it feels like, and I was talking with Dwayne the other week about this, is he was talking about his best shots feels like he's right on the verge of being really uncontrolled, and I don't like that. I for 2.5 years my shots have been so controlled that it's a feeling that I don't know if I'll ever get on the other side of it. But I'm trying. So anyway, this will be the last legit practice outside the backyard before third leg, and it went real well. I mean, all these shots on the 3D animals, I was not outside of what I would consider the 8 ring on any 3D animal, and most 92% of them I was exactly where I called, and my yardage estimation was spot on. I had one target where I was more than a yard off, and it happened to be one of the ones that would have got me an 8, because it was in between that 20 to 25 where I used that half mark. It was really 21. I should have used my 20, and I bumped it up to 23, 24, that one, and it put me a little bit high of the 10 ring. But anyway, that's just all part of it. But anyway, I'm gonna get out here and get some breakfast. It's been fun. Shot 30 to 50 arrows on the bells before, and ran a 300 round. Shot a 268 on that one for the first one since 3D season, so I was happy with that. With a mixed bag of sear, non-sear, and then out here on the 3D course, I just ran all sear and just grooving in. I'm getting blue by deer over here. But anyway, I can't wait to get to third leg, finish Trad Worlds out strong, and then it's Lancaster prep. Paul is doing some indoor this year, and it's gonna be fun trying to get and compete with some of these guys that never show up to 3Ds and only do indoor. So can y'all hear that? I was hoping they'd come running out. Big old doe. All right, signing out. Y'all shoot straight. God bless.